Basic Gamer 7 and welcome back to another video on my channel. Of course, this is part of the Pokemon 2 cast creators videos. I'm trying to say cast and create a sim at the same time when that is what a cast is. But anyway, as you can see, this is Kyogre. This is his create a sim. He was one of them that was voted to win on one of the polls. I actually haven't mentioned the polls in some of the videos, at least the voiceovers. I'm recording several of these voiceovers for this Pokemon series, so I feel like I'm repeating myself half of the time. But anyway, so if I say some things that doesn't make sense, no, it's probably relating back to another voiceover. I don't think I've done that yet, though, so hopefully I will not do that. But let's get on to his creative sim that we got going on here. Let's actually talk about the sim and the Pokemon that we are creating. So, this was one of them that, I did enjoy how he turned out, or liked how he turned out, compared to a lot of the other ones. He is one of them that I feel like, because basically judging these on how well they look like the actual Pokemon and how good they look as a sim, looking like a sim is really high up there, looking like the Pokemon isn't as high up there, so, you know, but I tried. I think he still is at least a pretty good representation of the Pokemon, but, again, it's another one of these sims that had to have blue on them. I did quite a few water sims, and this is one of the things that I have repeated a lot today. But, it was a struggle getting the blue hair, because I definitely felt like he definitely needed to have the blue hair. With the way Kyogre looks, his hair did need to be blue. I didn't think there was any other way around that. So, trying to make sure I have blue hair that matches closely to the color of what color the Pokemon is, and also isn't the same hair that I've already given to another male sim, or at least not the same hair in the same color, you know, it became an issue. I ended up resorting to one of the hairstyles that I use on several of my sims, because it had the closest to the color that I was looking for. And with him, because Kyogre is a water-type Pokemon, but he also looks like a well. So, you know, wells, you think ocean. So I did want to get more of that I live and chill near the ocean, on the ocean, something about the ocean sort of vibe going with this sim. So I did give him, it's short hair because I didn't think he needed to have long hair, because just the Pokemon to me looks like not a Pokemon that have long hair, but I did pick this hair because it did have somewhat of a waviness to it, which to me is your hair gets wavy at the beach a lot of times, but also it was the color. The color was a big thing. I did actually end up giving him tattoos. I think I took a long time deciding on his tattoos, because I did want to give him tattoos, because if you look at the designs on Kyogre's like fins that he has, they look very sort of almost like a tribal, so that was another vibe I was going for, tribal, beachy sort of thing. And also that made me like want to try to give him a tattoo just because of that look on him and those, and I really wanted to try to get him on the arm, but I was sort of getting all my options. The two I ended up going with, they both are on his arms, and if you look at the tattoo themselves, they have some sort of representation of water on them. I think one of them actually has a little bit of red in it. One of the ones that I do ultimately decide to use. I can't remember. Maybe it didn't. Maybe there was another one I was looking at that had some red in it that I didn't end up using. But there's some sort of water wave sort of design on it that also sort of has that tribally, almost tribally feel. It's more oceany feel. And that's the two tattoos I decided to give him, and that's how I thought they related back to him. Now onto his clothes. Again, I wanted to sort of stick with the more relaxed, chill, beachy vibes, even though this is a legendary Pokemon, so in some ways you want them to look a little bit extraordinary and different. But the tattoos, I didn't give too many Pokemon. I say that and I feel like I looked at tattoos for almost every Pokemon, to be really honest with you. But anyway, so that's a different point. I just felt like it did fit him better, though. I feel like, though he's awesome legendary Pokemon, I still just get this more relaxed, chill vibe for the most part. I think it's mainly just the whole ocean thing going on. So his outfit is more laid back. I give him like, I think a tank top in a shade of blue that was the closest shade that I can get. And then I give him some pants, and I think I give him flip-flops, and the flip-flops was one of the things that I used to bring out the red tones. Now, I also have the red necklace up there, which has red, and I also think those look like they could be, like, fossils or something that maybe you would find, maybe under the water. They sort of are shaped like shark teeth in a way, but, you know, if you get them red, unless you found shark teeth that literally had so much blood somehow it stained them, which sounds really gruesome, but otherwise them being red doesn't make them look so much like shark teeth or whatever, but you know, they could be dyed in some sort of way, maybe. But the color, I needed the color red to be on there and to be like an accent and pop out because he has red accents on him. And then that necklace itself just looked, you know, more like could be like a more oceany vibe going on to it. So that is like the reasoning behind a lot of the stuff that I went with him. Like I said, I do actually like how the sim himself turned out. I think he is a pretty attractive sim, in all honesty, and I like how he turned out, but do I think if you put him and a few other male, like random male sims or my Pokemon male sims and put them on a paper and sat people down in front of it, or on a screen and sat people down in front of it, and they was like, which one is supposed to be representing Kyogre? Maybe if you told him Kyogre specifically and had it with other sims that necessarily didn't look totally like this, maybe they could, but if they told you, I don't know, it'd be a little bit harder. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, it would be harder to figure out that this is necessarily supposed to be Kyogre. But maybe if you was only given a select number of sims, you could pick it out of it. But if you was given quite a few sims, or you was told to match, like you give someone a lot of sims that had a lot of Pokemon that had red and blue on them and match them to them, I think some people probably wouldn't necessarily instantly jump Kyogre to him. Maybe that's just my personal opinion. Maybe it's just me thinking I could have done better. But I did give him, like, eye makeup around the eyes just to sort of darken his eyes a little bit. Because if you look at Kyogre, he has black, and black technically, like, where the white's supposed to be. And then the yellow eyes. And I think I actually do have an option that does that. But I think I either forgot or I decided I didn't like that one as much. But the black eyeliner isn't necessarily supposed to be looked at as makeup. It's to look to give that darker look around his eyes. To make that the yellow eyes pop a little bit more. But, you know, that was the reasoning behind that. Because some people don't care that guys wear makeup. And then other people, my family in particular, are like, guys shouldn't wear makeup. But I don't care. Some guys actually look good with makeup on. And some guys can do makeup way better than I can. And I'm like, dang it. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit that lovely like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Also share the video with others. Let me know how you think Kyogre turned out. Do you like how he turned out? Maybe you actually think I did a really good job compared to what I think it is. Like, I like the sim. It's just, I don't know if I could necessarily pick Kyogre out immediately. Maybe if I thought about it longer, maybe. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Check out all of my other Sims 4 playlists down in the description below, as well as my social media. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!